Test 54321. Test 54321.
Check 1 2. Good with your level? Good with your level? Nothing? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. How about yourself?
Test 54321. Yep.
Paranormal. That cannot be explained by scientific methods.
Told of a creature that was 6.5 to 7 feet tall.
The CIA ran secret mind control experiments.
It's a tale of a creature that's been seen by many, but believed by few.
And experts say there have been reported sightings of paranormal activity.
And there was this creature and it ran down this hill.
They say something was flying over their house and they have no idea what it was.
How the world's most powerful individuals are actually shape-shifting reptilians.
My scariest ghost hunting experience.
Jason and JV. Jason and JV. Jason and JV.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Beyond reality. Radio.
And welcome, everyone. It's Beyond Reality Radio. I'm J.V. Johnson. Jason is off tonight, but I have a special friend and a guest in the studio with me, Bruce Markuson, who is the proprietor of and tour guide of Cooperstown Ghost Tours. Bruce, welcome to the program. Great to have you here with me tonight.
Thanks a lot, JV. I'm really excited about it.
So Bruce is a name you're going to get to know. Bruce is going to be filling in for Jason and I when we are not able to do the program. Instead of running a best of as often as we have to, Bruce is going to take the helm on occasion and bring you a live program. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, and there's no truth to the rumor that I hit Jason in the ankle with a hammer.
So the nickname Tanya Harding that was given to you is not actually accurate.
Boy, that brings back memories.
It sure does, doesn't it?
Wow. Early 90s, yeah.
Yeah, and she's doing the convention circuit. She's going around and signing autographs. Now, it's just funny to me that her claim to fame is that she didn't do it, but she had, her boyfriend do it? Is that what it was? If I remember
the story. Galuli was his name, yeah.
You know, whack her competitor, her teammate competitor in the leg with a pipe or something and banged her all up so that she could compete in the Olympics. Unbelievable. And now she's on the circuit signing autographs. Anyway, we have a really great show lined up for you tonight. And as many of you already know and have already been lining up on the phones, we're going to have Rebecca Foster joining us in just a few moments for Readings with Rebecca. It's what we do the first Thursday of each month. And that's what tonight happens to be. So we'll be doing that with her in just a few moments. She's making funny faces at me over there. And just to let you know, tomorrow night it will be a best of program because that's what we do on Friday nights. Monday, actually, we are still working on a schedule change for our guests. Tuesday, we've got Lane Dolphin joining us, who is a dream analyst. We're going to be talking about dreams and dream analysis. Lane has an easy-to-learn, step-by-step method to discover why you had any particular dream in any given night. And we'll be talking about that with Lane on Tuesday night. Wednesday, Peter Robbins is an investigative writer and an author. We'll be talking about his research and knowledge on UFOs. And then to round the week out next week, Dr. Raymond Keller will be with us Thursday night talking about the vast Venus conspiracy. Great week of shows coming up, Bruce.
Looking forward to it. I'll be on Monday. Any trouble having guests because I'm going to be the host? Is that the reason?
All of a sudden people are shying away. I'm not sure what you're going to have to talk to Slick Eddie about that. I'm not sure what's happening there. Anyway, it's great to have everybody along with us. The phone number is 844-687-7669. The phones will be very, very busy tonight, but keep trying if you want to call and have a reading with Rebecca as we get this underway in just a few moments. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll bring Rebecca Foster into the program. It's Beyond Reality Radio. I'm J.V. Johnson. Thanks so much for being here.
I never meant to be so bad to you. One thing I said that I would never do. A look from you and I would fall from grace, and that would wipe the smile right from my face. Do you remember when we used to dance, and incidents arose from to another. We were young, and we would scream together songs unsung. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what my heart meant. The heat of the moment showed in your eyes. And now you find yourself.
Welcome back to the show. It's Beyond Reality Radio, and it's a Readings with Rebecca night on Beyond Reality Radio, as the first Thursday of every month is. We're so happy to have Rebecca Foster with us. And my fingers are crossed here, Rebecca, that all is going to be working properly. You and I have had a bit of a couple days of technological chaos, if for lack of a better way to describe it. Are you there?
Yes, it's been crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, we use Skype to make some of these connections, and Microsoft decides to change everything at the last minute, and then nothing works the way it's supposed. I know, it's a real hassle. So, what have you been up to other than doing readings for the world? It seems.
Well, it's what it seems like. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. Okay. Everything has just been crazy. It's been blowing up. And between, the shows that I'm doing on my own, and then the shows that we do here, as well as just the hours that we pick up during the month together doing the show. The cool thing is it reaches out to all of these individuals, and it's like, it's awesome. From my perspective, it's awesome. It's really what I've been asking for and praying for, to be able to reach people, to help people understand their perspective and their circumstance, where they're going, what they're opening up to. And it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy. It's like me trying to adjust on my level of how to keep up.
Well, there's a lot going on, and we already have a full slate of phone lines here. And if you're trying to get through, you're going to have to just be patient. The number is 844-687-7669. As we get through these calls and do the readings, lines will open up, so just keep trying. We've got Bruce Markuson here, too. He's helping out tonight. We're happy to have him along. So it's a full group of us. And but I tell you what, there's so many new faces and new names showing up in the chat room, checking out the videos. There's a lot of great stuff going on, Rebecca. You ready to do this?
I am, absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Okay, well, our first caller is in South Carolina. Let's go to Jennifer. Jennifer, welcome to Beyond Reality Radio. You are on with Rebecca Foster.
Hi there. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
I'm well. I hope you are.
Oh, gosh, I'm good. So normally I'm an eye contact person. Normally I'm looking you in the eye, but I am going to be looking elsewhere to try to get your information. Okay. So let's take a peek here. Let's switch this one. There we go. Let's see here. Jennifer, I'm going to take this off really quickly here because I just want to vibe on you, Jennifer, and I'm getting a kind of an echo. But when I see people, when I see things, it's like symbolic, and so it comes through in a way that I have to look at it and see it, and then I have to tell you what I am seeing first, and then I'll explain to you what it means. So I know we have only a little bit of time per person, but I just want to kind of, for new people out there, what I'm seeing. So when I see water of any kind, water represents problems and worries that a person might be experiencing. So what they're showing is that you're right close to the beach. You're right up near to the beach, but you're barefoot, standing in probably just under ankle deep water. You have like a very sheer dress on, and you're pulling it up just a little bit to keep it dry. You're looking down, the water is crystal clear. I can hear people calling your name. It almost sounds like I'm hearing people calling mom, or it sounds like mom, but they're looking for you. So what all this means is that at some point you have felt water, depending on how a person goes out there, it can represent an opportunity. However, you have walked into the water and you've kind of turned around. So there is this question of how deep do you want to get involved in something that may not actually involve you? And how much are you willing to take on and bear before you crumble, kind of a thing. and you've got your back to the water, which means that there's really, you're not focused. There's these problems and situations that you are involved in are not your own, or you would be like binoculars looking out there checking things out. And this feels like it would be a heavier weight on you, where you might have answers to it, but the people who the answers are going to, they're not hearing it, they're not getting it, they're not understanding it. So really, truly, there are things on your beach where people are calling mom, they're calling your name, that you need to go deal with. And whatever it is that you're trying to help or save someone that's unwilling to listen, you need to walk away from that. So I hope that kind of helps you figure things out. And if it's not happening right now, it will be very soon. So avoid problems that are not your own with people that you've already tried to help in the past. It's not your place.
Okay.
So.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer. I didn't want to cut you off, Rebecca. You said okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
Jennifer, thank you so much for the phone call.
Let's go to our next caller. We have Donna on the line in Kentucky. Donna, welcome to the program. You're on with Rebecca Foster.
Thank you. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Donna. Well, the first thing for you, Donna, is I'm supposed to tell you not to worry. And it seems like it's about health. It feels like it's about anything medical. And they're saying you don't need to worry about this. What it also sounds like they're saying is like same church, different pew. So it would be a situation that may have been recurring, or it may be something that you're knowledgeable about or have dealt with before. And they're saying this is not something that is going to catch you off guard, I guess. It's not something that you have to worry about. And that's what they keep focusing on, is saying your health, focusing on keeping everybody should keep their stress levels down. Everybody should get enough rest. But for you, the message is this, is specifically meant to making sure you are getting the rest you need, that you are removing stress where you don't need it. And that's meaning just keep your plate clean. Just keep your plate clean, which is so hard because believe me, I didn't get anything done today on my plate. It was all still sitting there tonight. So, but a lot of, and also health, they're saying that making sure that you pay attention to things that run within the female side of your family, the maternal side of your family, is really all you need to pay attention to. But also that a lot of your symptoms of anything will mimic other things. So instead of, like you would have cysts or things that would be of that nature rather than something major. So it would kind of like mimic major health issues. So hopefully that'll kind of help you to know that if something comes up, not to worry about it. It's not something that you need to freak out or get yourself in a tizzy over, I guess.
Okay.
Donna, thank you for the phone call. By the way, if you're trying to get through, the number's 844-687-7669. All of the lines are busy. It'll be that way all night long, so you just have to keep trying and try to, hopefully you can hit it at a point where we let one caller go and you can get through. And we apologize because, Rebecca, we'd like to have everybody get a reading. It's just not possible to do everyone. So before we take our next call, just a quick moment to mention a couple things. One is Rebecca will be appearing at Scaricon, which is a horror and paranormal and sci-fi convention in upstate New York. Rebecca will be doing gallery readings at Scaricon, plus at a table to meet and greet and sign autographs or whatever. I'm really looking forward to that. It's October 26th to the 28th, Rebecca. It's going to be a great time.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is my favorite time of year. I mean, it's just, it could go on forever and ever. I just can't wait.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Okay, let's go to JJ. JJ's in Arkansas. Hey, JJ, you're on with Rebecca Foster.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi, JJ. So the first thing that they show for you, JJ, is that you are on what looks like a log. It looks just like it's a big log. And you are barefoot. You've got a long pole, almost looks like an oar at some point, but you're using it more like something to grab the bottom and push yourself along. And you are heading closer to your beach. Now, what the main, I know this sounds crazy, but this represents you doing something that you were on a path for a long time to complete, but things have changed. Somehow the path has changed. It's almost like, for instance, being engaged to someone for 5 years and then finding out that, oops, this isn't the one, and then finding that you have to switch paths. It's something like that, to where you would have been invested in it, and now you're going, this might not be where I want to go with this part of my life. And so you're bringing yourself back to your beach. It's almost as if you are finding clarity for the first time. You're figuring things out exactly how you want it to go. And you're heading back to your beach, meaning you're going to be on solid ground. You're barefoot, so nobody external. Nothing is holding you back. And it's basically, it feels good. It tastes like, I don't even know any way to put it. It would be a situation that might feel sticky, like you're in a sticky situation, or you might feel like I'm about to do something that is going to upset some people. But I don't think it's a bad thing, because you're actually being true to yourself and making decisions that you're making right now. So if you're finding yourself caught up going, how am I going to do this? Somebody's going to be angry. Just understand it. Are you being true to your heart? Are you following through with something? If you were to choose the other way, would you make yourself sick? That kind of a thing. You don't want to be sick. So truly, get back on your beach. I think it's time to reground and finally just kind of be at peace with who you are right now. Because it looks like you've had a lot of growing to do, and you've had a lot of mentors and a lot of help and a lot of positive stuff around you, but right now it's all about you. So enjoy your time.
All right, thank you.
JJ, thanks so much for the
Thanks,
call.
JJ.
Yeah, thanks so much for the call from Arkansas.
Next up, we have Audrey in Kansas. Audrey, welcome to Beyond Reality Radio. You're on with Rebecca Foster.
Thanks for taking my call. I'm excited. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Audrey. How are you? Okay, let's see what's going on for you.
Just so you know, Rebecca, we only have about a minute and a half here before we have to jump into break, so we may have to do this one quickly or hold it over, depending on what you want to do.
Okay, very quickly, I will just say that this looks like a father figure that's coming through and wants me to, all I'm seeing is like a telepathic wave. So not really saying much, but is waving. And it's funny because it smells like maple syrup and bacon. So he's like smelling like breakfast. This person to me smells like breakfast. Like I want to go have breakfast with him and sit down and just talk and discuss, and I get like some of my best advice during this time from this individual. So this is a father figure coming through that wants to say hello. And an M initial, I'm thinking comes through like a Mark or a Marty, something like that, M-A-R, a name that's coming through that wants me to acknowledge that to you. So okay, I think you probably should message me so that we can finish that conversation.
Okay.
How would Audrey do that, Rebecca? How does everybody message you if they want to follow up on their discussion here tonight?
Yes, everybody. You know what? You can easily go to my website. It's RebeccaFoster.co, and it's co. It's not .com. Or you can go to MidwestMedium.co and go to just the contact me page, and I get all of the emails, everything else. I know we have to move on, but I will get back to everybody eventually. I don't delete anything, so it's a good way to contact me.
Okay, so if you're trying to get through, you're going to have to keep on trying. The number's 844-687-7669. We will have Rebecca with us for the next hour and a half, right up until, what time does that make it? About 2 a.m. Eastern, right here on Beyond Reality Radio. We do ask that you make sure you stop by our website, beyondrealityradio.com. Also stop by our Facebook page, also Beyond Reality Radio. Like all of those things. Follow if there's a like button, click it. If there's a follow button, click it. Do all of that. We really appreciate you doing it. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we've got a lot more with Rebecca Foster on Beyond Reality Radio. Hey, horror and paranormal fans, Scaricon is right around the corner. Scaricon is full of celebrities, parties, vendors, panel discussions, film screenings, and so much more. Scaricon is the perfect way to celebrate the spookiest time of year, although Scaricon itself is not spooky. Scaricon will be held at the Turning Stone Resort and Casino, October 26th through the 28th in Verona, New York. Get more information. Go to Scaricon.com. That's Scaricon.com.
Welcome back to Beyond Reality Radio. My name is Bruce Markuson. I'm joined by J.V. Johnson, and our guest is the very popular Rebecca Foster, who is a medium, and we are taking your calls, 844-687-7669. Rebecca, before we go to our next call, and the lines are lighting up as we speak, I had a quick question for you. Can everybody be read, or are there some people that you simply can't get through to?
Sometimes there are people that have things that come, that don't come through, maybe because they're just not supposed to know about something right now. But for the most part, I think a person's guides, they have something that they want to share with them, even if it's a blurb of what they weren't expecting. But again, there are people that I'm like, I can't get anything on you right now. I'll go back to them a week later or so, but sometimes there is stuff that it's like, I am not seeing anything. I wholeheartedly, though, believe, because when I do this stuff, I always am praying that people who are supposed to reach me will get through to me. People who are meant to hear something will hear something. And so I think that the people who call in usually have at least something minor, something that they have to know. So.
All right, well, let's go to Jessica. Jessica's in Mississippi. Hey, Jessica, welcome to Beyond Reality Radio. You're on with Rebecca Foster.
Hey, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm good, Jessica. Well, let me tell you what. The first thing I see around you is a little boy. I mean, the first thing they're showing me is a little boy. And it's interesting, too, because you obviously have something that's weighing on you right now that you are, it looks like this little energy is kind of, you're sitting in a chair and this little energy comes up and is like, is everything okay, mama? And so I'm not sure if this is a real living child or the energy of a little child that you may have lost, but you look like you are pondering, like you really are trying to figure out, like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. So there's this helplessness, like you're looking for answers, and those answers are definitely going to come from upstairs. Like you're being heard, and obviously the reason that you're talking to me tonight is to get that confirmation that you're being heard. And you just look as if you're to a point where your faith is the only thing that is keeping you standing. Does that make sense to you? Like,
Absolutely.
Do you get that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Now, let me also tell you that there is another child going to be coming through to you. This also feels like a little boy. So I'm wondering if this is a child, that you've got already, or if this is the one that's going to be coming through. But you definitely have child energy around you, living and about to come. And what this is also representing is this protection, this feeling of anchoring and giving you purpose. So anchors, those are, they can be children. They can be a lot of things, but a lot of times children are anchors that keep us moving in the right direction, keep us thinking in the right direction and progressing in the right direction. So you've got a lot of blessings coming your way, lots of answers too.
That's
so
awesome.
Keep your eyes open.
Let me tell you, you are adamant about this boy. This is our second conversation, and the first time you said it, it's crazy that you're telling me the same thing. Wow. So
really,
yes.
I love that though. I'm so glad you're telling me that, because that just confirms for me that what I am seeing, because I don't always get feedback from people, but that just confirms for me that what they're saying is this is going to happen.
Right. That's awesome. Well,
thank you so much for the call, Jessica. That was her second conversation with you. How does she get through twice? People have been trying for weeks and months to get through to you, Rebecca.
She's just special.
She's lucky. Not only is she getting the same message, but she's actually very, very lucky.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. Let's go to Rose. Rose is actually in Toronto, in Canada. Hey, Rose, welcome to the show.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rose.
I'm the only Canadian phoning in.
At this point, you are. Welcome to our neighbor to the north. Good to have you on the show.
Great.
So for you, one of the biggest things is that you're going to be bridging a gap, and it is new, and it looks like it's dark all the way around you. And when you cross the bridge, now bridges represent a person, just so everybody understands this, so I don't have to repeat it, but bridges represent moving from a comfortable space to a new space that can seem risky. It's uncertain, okay? What it looks like when you walk over the bridge, you kind of like hold the railings of the bridge. It's not very wide. So the more narrow a path, the more it is guided by God, by spirit, by intuition. Okay. So this would mean that you're moving in the right direction and you're being guided by spirit. So as you do this dark bridge kind of turns colors, almost as if it's like changing rainbowy behind you, and it lights up all these iridescent colors as you walk across this bridge. So what this represents to tell you is that your path that you're walking on right now is going to help a lot of others to be able to cross a bridge similar to this. So you're leading the way for people, and you are making changes in others' lives. I think some of which you would probably know about, but others I don't think you would know unless they really came up and said, you did this and you made it possible for me to see that I could walk across this bridge. So there's something very inspiring about whatever you're doing right now on this earthly level. I don't think it's just earthly, but I do think that it is fed from above, and that you would be inspired to complete tasks that you otherwise might look at and go, I can't do that, but I can do that. It's that kind of a thing. Like, there are things that Rebecca can do that Becky can't do. So it's that kind of a thing, if that makes sense.
Kind of.
Sometimes, well, one of the things that we often talk about, Rebecca, is that sometimes it doesn't make sense at the moment, but then there'll be an aha moment down the road a little ways. So,
well, yeah.
So keep all that in mind, Rose. Let's go to Samantha calling from California. Hey, Samantha, you're on with Rebecca.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for taking my call, Rebecca.
Hi. Okay, Samantha, you said your name was. Okay. I keep forgetting everybody's name, so I apologize to everybody if I don't refer to you. But so, Samantha, the first thing that they show you is that you are opening up a book. And it's funny because you look like you've been carrying this book for a long time. And you kind of refer back to it, and you're like, no. And finally, you take this book and you let it fall open, and and all of a sudden you're like totally engrossed, and you're sitting and you're reading this book, and you're like, oh my gosh. And it not only does this represent just regular education and learning as time goes by, but it very well looks like it could represent you where education is concerned, and finally going, aha, I got it. I figured out what I want to do with my life, where I want my life to go, where I want my education to lead. And I think that your spirit is kind of one that hops and skips where it's needed. So you're a bit of a jack of all trades, where you're good at a lot of things. It's just that being able to nail something down may have been taking you some time. And now it looks like whatever resource you've had with you this whole time is what's going to guide the rest of your life. So I would think of anything that is like a natural talent, something you've been born with, something that you have wanted to do for a long time and maybe thought, oh, I can't survive on that. I can't do that for a living. I think you're going to. So I would focus on whatever little seeds are being planted around you and let them flourish. And then harvest those seeds. So hopefully that makes a little sense to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes. Thank you so much for the call, Samantha. We appreciate that. We're going to take one more call right now. Then we're going to go to break. By the way, the phone number is 844-687-7669. I'm J.V. Johnson. Bruce Markuson is here with me. We were doing readings with Rebecca. And we appreciate everybody being along with us. Let's go to Natasha in Arkansas. Hey, Natasha. Welcome to the program. You're on with Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Natasha. How are you? Is it Natasha or Natasha?
Natasha.
Natasha. Okay. I just hate, I always try to figure out everybody's names. So the first thing for you that they're showing is that you are walking down a hallway. Now, hallways will usually generally represent like an earthly path. Okay, so if I'm following you down your pathway right now, it looks almost as if the lights have been turned off on me, and I'm having to go by this little light that's behind you. So this is like a green ball of light. One thing that you need to know is green represents physical healing. Green represents you being good, being okay. Now that pulls me then, as you're walking down this hall, it's dark. Oh my gosh, girl, you got so much. So the next thing they do is they show me blood. They show me like blood flowing through you. So this represents something that you may be dealing with where your blood is concerned, like where red blood cells are concerned. So either lack thereof or an issue like anemia of some kind. So there is a physical healing coming your way about this. And it feels like it could be almost painful, okay, that you would be dealing with this. And as it's following behind you, which means that your guides are saying there is a path of a walkway here on this path that you are going to have to trust yourself and walk forward. They're not leading you. They're not standing on either side of you. They're behind you saying, you got this, you've got this, you can do this. So they're leading you from behind right now. They're making you trust yourself and build your self-confidence. Further down that hallway is this health and the relationships and all this other stuff. But right now, one of the biggest things for you is that you are going to heal. And this green light represents that, that's following behind you like this glowing ball of light. And they do mention relationships, and I know we have to go, but you are going to you are going to wake up to something that I think you already intuitively know about a personal relationship, that you're going to go, I knew it. I knew, you know what? I knew that. I felt that. I understood that. And now I'm getting the confirmation that says you were right. And so now remember that, because where that information is coming from, you'll know in the future when it comes through that same place that you need to trust it. You help those people, and then you got people coming around you, like you've got some form of a party. So this tells me someone around you must have just recently passed that's a female, and that you've got these people like all around you having a party on the heavenly side, and they're like partaking in what the family is doing here. So this feels like a female, elderly female, like grandmother or aunt, like a mother's sister or grandmother's sister. So like a great aunt, I don't know how that would work, like a great aunt or an aunt, and then it's just a big party, and there's a lot of people in black. So I'm supposed to tell you that they're not supposed to be wearing a bunch of black. She would prefer like jeweled colors, like emerald, sapphire, and ruby. So I hope that makes sense to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Natasha, thank you so much for the phone call. Okay, so we're going to take a break here. And when we come back, we're going to continue with your phone calls. The telephone number is 844-687-7669. Bruce, this stuff goes pretty quickly. The night flies by. The phone calls just keep coming in nonstop. The lines are always full. It's pretty amazing stuff.
This is remarkable. It's incredible how Rebecca is able to glean so much just from someone's name and just hearing their voice for a moment or two.
Yeah, Rebecca, that's a great question, actually. You and I have had the conversation before, but there are a lot of new names and new faces and new ears associated with the program tonight. How do you get the energy? Where does it come from when you're doing a reading for somebody?
Well, the information that I get, it comes from spirit. It comes from God. It comes from the guides. It comes from who we believe in and who we pray to. It comes from what we give ourselves up to, privately. And so regardless of religion or creed or what we believe in, it's all the same energy. You don't even have to speak English. If hopefully it's better if you understand English, because I probably can't speak a lot of other language other than English.
All right, so we're going to go to break right now, and then we're going to take more of your phone calls. Sorry to cut you off, Rebecca, but we have to get to break. It's Beyond Reality Radio. I'm JV Johnson. Welcome back to the program. It's Beyond Reality Radio. I know a lot of people are trying to get through on the phone lines, and they're kind of melting down at the moment. But we do have a full bank of phones, and we're going to get to as many of these calls as we can. 844-687-7669 is the number. I'm J.V. Johnson. Jason's off tonight. I've got Bruce Markuson here with me, and we have Rebecca Foster as well. And we're in the middle of a first Thursday of the month readings with Rebecca. Yes, we are. All right, let's go to Cindy. Cindy is calling us from North Carolina. Hey, Cindy, welcome to Beyond Reality Radio. You're on with Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca. My name's Cindy, and I feel so lucky to be able to talk to you tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad you got through, Cindy.
Me too.
The first thing that your guides show me is that you must be petite, because you look a bit like Alice in Wonderland walking through these really tall. I would, if I was looking down, I'd think, oh, it's just a little tiny person in a blade of grass. But they're not. They're kind of like big, poofy, shady things that aren't trees. They're like, you're small, you're tiny. So the fact that they're putting you down there, they're saying that you might feel right now at the mercy of what life is throwing at you, that you don't really have the control that you wish to have. And let me see, just control is like a state of mind. It's more of an illusion. It's where when we are in control is when we feel like life is going our direction. We feel like everything is happening the way that it's supposed to happen. And we're like, yay, I'm in control. We're really not. It's just that life is going that direction. And so you are really in a good place. As scary as this might seem, walking through, not knowing where you're going, you're like peeling the things through as you're going. You're like getting hit in the face, and you're really trying to clear this path. This represents uncertainty at its finest, because it represents you going somewhere you've never gone before. So there's a lot to learn here, not only about what you are capable of, but what and how you're going to deal with these things as you get to them. And I don't see that you are a person who is brought down easily. I really think, looking at your energy, that it takes a lot to knock you to the ground. And so this is just like a molehill that you are climbing over right now. And I think there's more strength in you than you realize. You have a huge garden too, and big gardens represent a person's ability to pull from spirit strength and know when they are like, I'm at a point where I can't go on anymore, so I know I have to look elsewhere for that strength, and you know when to do that. And so having a big garden is also kind of like God's got a lot of work for you to do. You know, spirit's going to be asking a lot of you. So you just have to keep trekking forward, but you're in a good place right now. As crazy as it may seem, like life isn't going your way, it really is going your way, and you're going the right way. So hopefully that helps you out a little bit, like answer, like, what the heck is going on here? You're fine. You're all good. Just stay the course.
It really, really does. It really does.
Good. Yeah. That's what we like to hear, Cindy. Thank you so much for listening and for calling. By the way, just a couple things. We don't have time, to be fair, to another caller here before our top of the hour break. But Rebecca, you've got a lot of other things going on. You're going to be at Scaricon at the end of the month, which is really, really exciting. Everybody go to Scaricon.com. Check that out. We just have Malcolm McDowell confirm that he's coming to Scaricon. If you know who that is, a great actor, he's been in a lot of stuff. But you've got other things going on that are pretty exciting. In addition to your online gallery readings, what else?
Well, let's think. Okay, so the 12th, yes, I'm doing the Galleria on the 12th. And then the 13th is Kids Day at Ashmore. So I'm going to be going in doing that. And it's an open house for kids at Ashmore Estates. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm bringing my kids. We're going to go wander around. They're going to go ghost hunt. They're like 5, 6, and 8. So they're going to have a blast. And then what else is there? I don't even know. I'm planning out for the future. So I'm also trying to figure out trips for November to Kansas City and Iowa. And there was another place. Kansas, maybe Virginia, not Virginia, Kansas. I don't know.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
Yes. So I think it's kind of like with the weather, especially in the Midwest, I have to make sure I plan my trips accordingly, because I don't want to get stuck at an airport or another city or driving somewhere. So, yeah.
Don't blame you.
No, yeah. So I'm kind of probably stuck at home. But you know what? I should probably write everything down that I'm doing, because I completely had a brain fart. I don't remember exactly what I'm doing. It's been a long day.
Rebecca, we're going to ask you to stay with us. We're going to take a break in just a moment. Again, our phone number is 844-687-7669. Bruce Markuson along with J.V. Johnson. And you're listening to Beyond Reality Radio. Our guest is Rebecca Foster. And Rebecca's website, if you want to check that out, is RebeccaFoster.co. So we're back with Rebecca in just a few moments. Stay with us, everybody.
paranormal that cannot be explained by scientific methods.
Told of a creature that was 6.5 to 7 feet tall.
The CIA ran secret mind control experiments.
It's a tale of a creature that's been seen by many, but believed by few.
And experts say there have been reported sightings of paranormal activity.
And there was this creature and it ran down this hill.
They say something was flying over their house and they have no idea what it was.
How the world's most powerful individuals are actually shape-shifting reptilians.
My scariest ghost hunting experience.
Jason and JV.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Can't handle the truth.
Beyond Reality Radio.
Welcome back to the program. It's Beyond Reality Radio. I'm JV Johnson. Bruce Markuson is here with me. Jason is off tonight. And, you know, those technical gremlins that we've been dealing with for the last few days, well, they continue. Rebecca's going to have to reconnect with us here because we lost her.
She's hanging out with Jason.
She must have gone somewhere with Jason. If you're on hold, please be patient. I know it's a long time to sit on hold, but we'll be getting Rebecca back here in just a moment, and we will continue with the readings. And believe me, it's not easy to get on hold there, so stay there. We've got some great shows coming up. Tomorrow night is a best of program, as every Friday night is. Monday, Bruce Markuson will be sitting at the helm, and our guests is still being worked out for Monday night. Tuesday, Lane Dalfin will be with us. Lane is a dream analyst, and we'll be talking about dream analysis. And Lane teaches an easy-to-learn step-by-step method which will allow you to discover how to figure out why you had a certain dream. That's something that I'm always curious about. I mean, I don't remember my dreams very often anymore, but when I was a kid, I had some pretty vivid dreams that would recur, and I could never figure out what they are. Although one night on the show here, we had a dream analyst on the program, and it was a little embarrassing. I told her what my recurring dream was as a kid, and come to find out it's probably not something I want to talk about in public, but I didn't know that going into the conversation.
You know what I find, JV? The older that I get, the more dreams that I have, the more I have trouble remembering whether something was actually a dream or whether it actually happened in real life. Now, I mean, some dreams are completely out there, crazy, and when you wake up, you realize that was really wacky. But then other dreams are a little more realistic. And I don't know, as one dream sort of lays on top of another, I sometimes wonder, wait, did this really happen? No, I dreamt this. And it's kind of a strange phenomenon that I have to deal with. Maybe this is just aging. I'm not sure. But